the NHL, I guess, is doing their media rounds down in Vegas, having players represent every team down there. And I found it interesting that the Leafs sent Matthew Knies.
Good.
I like it a lot, though.
Dude, how many times? Like, imagine if Pittsburgh said to Sid, can you go down there for us? Like, Sid's been down there 20 years in a row. What's he going to sit on a couch with Colby Armstrong and tell the same, like,
I know, you got to spice it up, man.
No, I do.
I think this is, tell me if you think this is, if I'm looking into this too deeply. But
I already know what you're going to say.
This is your Marner replacement in terms of the marquee. This is your guy. Like, this is the guy now. Mitch is gone. You want the city to rally around someone. You want 23 jerseys to be sold. You want people to be buzzing about a guy that loves to play here, a guy that got his deal done quick. It's nice. Like,
That's an interesting take, Brian, but isn't Matthews the guy that usually goes?
I think they've all kind of gone. Tavares is gone.
I don't think McDavid and that. Like, I think some of the big stars took this one off.
They're just like, that's enough.
Well, and those McDavid can't keep answering about his contract. That's the thing. He goes down there. He's going to explode soon.
Well,
like, he's going to snap on somebody.
But I do believe, like, a lot of those guys who went to orientation camps, I think the NHL media tour said, okay, like, let's take some alternatives.
Right.
And like, send some players that you would like to build up in marquee. And I agree. Like, Matthew Knies took a big step forward last year. I think we could argue he's part of that, the spine of the team, the core,
no
what do we
question.
call it, right? So send him. He's young, he's good looking, he's kind of got the whole package. So you're like, all right, let's have it. Like, I think it's the right play by the Leafs. Instead of rolling out JT or rolling out, Matthews again and half answers and kind of, we're here type of thing. Like, young, fresh guy, his first time there, and guarantee he's probably pumped to do it.
That's a big part of it. That's a big part of it. Is I think he's embracing this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not going to replicate Marner's production. He's not the same player. He's a very different player. But I think there's a door open here. Like, Matthews is at the top and Willie's there and Tavares is still there. But there's a door open now with Mitch gone. Like, he took up a lot of oxygen. There was a lot of focus on Mitch Marner. And I know this is about the outside. I'm not even talking about the Leafs necessarily, because they want to just be a team. I think they really want to get away from the core four and the star players being the ones that kind of take up all of the talking points. But I think Knies has a real opportunity here to play the game right, like literally and figuratively on the ice. He's physical, he's big, he's tough, he can hit, he can fight, he goes to the net. People love that here. They love that here. You can be a blue-collar player, power forward. You know how much people and produce and off the ice. You embrace it. Yeah. Like, he's got quotes here. He caught up with The Athletic. I think Josh Cloak is down there. Knies said, quote, "Everyone's always going to tell you the cliche that pressure is a privilege and stuff, but I think it's honestly so much fun that there's so many people so invested in our group. I'd be upset with fans if they weren't unhappy with my game if I wasn't playing well." That's a great quote. Like, that's a great quote. And then he goes on to say, "I want that feeling that I'm playing for the whole city. I don't really look at it as something that can tear me down. It's something that's going to make me better," end quote. That's the polar opposite of what the other guy said. It's such a great way to start a new era here and embrace the city and go out there and play hard, and people are going to love you. It's not hard.
Well, the other guys always were like, we tried our best or whatever, and it was almost like everyone's trying to screw us. We tried our best, but you're screwing us because you're mad at us.
Right. Or I don't read anything. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't care about this.
And there was some heroic elements to those quotes, where it was like, I don't get, I'm not scared. I want the whole city to be invested in my game. Those are good PR quotes, man. Like, they might circle back on you pretty soon and be like, okay, pal, like, you haven't got a goal in 8 games. Like, where's Mr. Toronto? But they're just, it's just good PR, as opposed to the other ones where it's like, doesn't everybody know that we're trying? Like, we tried to get it done. We love the city. It's just a totally different vibe. It's refreshing is what it is.
That's what I was just going to say. Isn't that refreshing to have some different other than cliche quotes? It's like, I want, bring bring it on me. Like, bring it, and I want to embrace it. And it is somebody different who has an opportunity to do that as well. Like, he does have an opportunity to take it to the next step. He's young. Like, he's still writing his story at the NHL level. Like, I look at, Willie goes down there, and, yeah, we all know what Willie Nylander is. He's 40-plus goal scorer, really good player, superstar, all of that. But he's not going to give you anything. Knies is giving you something, and we can kind of begging for that.
Yes.
We're in the media. Obviously, we're begging for
I think fans are too,
different.
man. I think
Sure.
fans are looking for something fresh here. And it's not that he's a rookie. He's been here for a couple of years. But we know what Matthews and Willie and Tavares are all about. That's not a bad thing. I'm not disparaging them. I'm not saying that people don't like what they represent or how they operate or how they act. Playoff performances notwithstanding. But I do think, the further you get away from let the veterans kind of blend more into the team and allow someone else to take up some of the oxygen. And I think Knies has an opportunity to do that. Now, you guys always say it, quotes don't mean anything if you don't play.
Back it
you
up,
don't,
man.
you got to back it up. You got to go out there and perform. This guy, you know what he's done early in his career is he's proven he's a playoff player. Like, he has scored some massive goals in the playoffs and impressive goals in the playoffs.
But the
he's
moment
a gamer.
hasn't. That's the thing. The moment hasn't got the best of him. Now, again, it's a small sample size, but he's shown hey, I'm embracing it. Because it was a couple of years ago he came out of college and he got bonked behind the net, right?
Yeah, Bennett got him in the second round. Yeah,
right. But outside of that, he's a guy that, hey, bring it to me. I feel like I can, give me the puck. I want to embrace it. So he's done a good job. Like, that's a guy now who is a core piece. He's signed long term. He's a big body. He's now going to be riding arguably shotgun with Matthews.
Well, that's it.
Nylander. And just little things, Noodles. Like in Vegas, that one game where White Cloud got him in Toronto, and I think he started the game. He just dropped his gloves and said, "We're going to do this, and we're going to settle the score here." People love that. And you just said it, Brian. If you're kind of old school, and he's probably too young to remember how the way Wendell Clark played or Darcy Tucker, but just go out there and work your ass off. And if you can produce on top of that, you universally loved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loved.
Yes. It's because that I guess is what we're driving at here. That there's two different styles of player that can be loved here. The skill is loved. Sundin is loved, Gilmore is loved, Sittler's loved, Salming's loved.
But nobody like Wendell or Ty or Tucker.
Exactly.
It's a different kind of love.
It is a different kind of love, and there's an avenue there for it. And I think he's a hybrid. He's not Ty Domi, clearly. Right. And he's not going to be Tucker. You're not going to fight 10, 12 times. That's not going to happen. But I think he can. I know he can throw his body around. I think he can be a force.
That's all he's got to do, and that's all people want to see. It's called working your ass off, and that's all Toronto fans want.
That's it.
I agree.
Exactly.
And he is, I came back to it. He's writing his own story. He doesn't have to follow in anybody's footsteps. He's like, hey, this is new to me. I'm now kind of a year and a half in, whatever it is, couple of years. Now I want to be the man. He has an opportunity to be one of the big players on this team. You could argue by the end of this season, he'll probably be in the 3-hole as far as level of importance, correct? Tavares is 35. I still believe John Tavares is a great player, and pointing at whatever you want to say it. But there is going to be a time where Father Time catches him, and Knies is going to have to push him out and be, one of the go-to guys on this team.
Oh, I think he will be already, Jamie. Just what we just talked about. I think he is that already. Yeah. I don't think he has to wait for John Tavares to slow down.